I be dripping, they calling me soup. Stack it up, gon' when I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made. They know how we coming, man. Gotta get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. 15, when I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made it do the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio! Bang, bang!
On 1st and 10, Conrad looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? And the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch tight end. Hey,
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Again to Elliott. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go, 47. Hey. 4 down.
Throwing, Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time to play action protocol. I say commit.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Crash.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive and throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10. They go with Barkley on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You got him.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We got 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Conrad. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Watch left. Let's go. What? 9.
First down carries for Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move. 4 down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on third and long. Conrad, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Mike 55. Flex round. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Tight end right. 4 down. Here we go. Red 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Check, bunt set. Here we go. Red 38. Check 5. Watch 85.
incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for Elliott to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
3 down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on. And you can back inside later.
Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Conrad eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you the full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you.
They'll run it now. Here we go. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are in for 6. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? We have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it that balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
47.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked up a shot at midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Strong left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Strong right.
Off the play fake. Conrad. He finds Beckham complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Right there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch. Flex round. Mike 48. Flex round.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense, you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Here we go, get out, let's go, get out. Here we go, going to 54, wide in. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And I think the ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants!
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down.
Flex round.
Right there. 54.
Following the fumble recovery, Conrad. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Switches.
Handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And an early to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Tight end right. 3 down. Hey!
On first down, Conrad. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a match.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside.
Get
If you
out.
get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey.
On second down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So we are at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half. They're scripting something they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
First down, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it after the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Gun. Here we go. Wide 8.
Third and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check three. Hey, watch that.
Flex round.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Flex round.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Ohio.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Conrad. It's caught. Shepard. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big edge.
They'll try one forward Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second and 10 now to the 27. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They play fake to Elliott. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, it's going to take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Here we go, G.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Here's a give to Barkley.
81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants add on to the lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because you always have got to be in a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd down, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Prescott now. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott.
Hey, let's go.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking to the ball.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Alert 3. Mike's 5-4.
Flex round.
Too little, cupcake. Kill.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford.
Okay, baby, I see you.
The Giants on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ohio.
You want this?
From the gun, Conrad. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Crash.
Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Blitz.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
Get out.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play.
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Giants on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Alert!
Flex round.
He's checking. Crash. You.
Off play action. Conrad. The open man is Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Off the play fake. Conrad. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with the opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
There we go.
And again, it's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Hey, we are...
Prescott off play action. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a bad situation, the coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And credit the tackle to Taco. Taco Charlton with a stop.
48.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. And this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Let's get it.
They'll run it now from the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Conrad. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. Shreds the tackle. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Single receiver.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
3 down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Hey, let's go.
Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Double tight. 4 down.
They begin to run by Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.